Hey folks, I wanted to share with you my thoughts on the Amazon Prime Video original Made in Heaven. After coming back from Gully Boy, you're on this hype, and I think the hype is like motivational, but also you really want content that is like more layered. And so, we got really lucky this time and got some more content from Zoya and Rima. Also, the main writer of the show is Alankrita, and also directed by Nitya Mehra. So a lot of women power, which is great for, in terms of representation these days. The show is 9 episodes long, and there's about 8 hours of content. So, we can totally do a deep dive if that's something you guys are interested in. But overall, the plot of the show is that there are wedding planners, and the company is called Made in Heaven, and each episode is a different wedding. And I think wedding is so critical to Indian culture that you get everything that revolves around it, right? Like the family politics and the legitimate politics, right? And like the union of two different people, and you see the dynamic of the people within the company, right? So that is what's so good. It's just so fleshed out in terms of like different people, different aspects. Even within the Made in Heaven company, right? There are people from like who are dealing with different problems in life, and their problems, they're all relative, right? And you don't see like one's like harder or difficult. They just all have their own like trials and tribulations, right? So you have the single mother, or you have, you have just Meet, who is probably my favorite character. She is trying to go through, provide for her family. Like she barely has enough to pay for her electricity bills, but you also see like she has an ailing dad, and her brother is like, addicted to drugs. And so it's really hard for her to acclimate into the whole scene, right? And she's kind of contrasted. There's a scene with juxtaposition because she's from Dwarka and she's dealing with a marriage for a girl who's from Dubai, right? So this like imbalance of social power, and so it's great with the way that it's embedded. But she's probably by far my favorite character, and she like has to go through, realize something what she did wasn't good. And so and then probably one of the coolest aspects is getting to see kind of like in the darkness of how we got a narrative commentary. I think that is what's so crucial, because you then are able to realize with the different weddings, there's parallel things happening to the wedding planners' lives. And so that is where you see and kind of realize about life. And I think that narrative, that little 1 or 2 minute towards the end, is like, whoa, like that is just so awesome in the way that it connects. So yeah, overall, I think like if you took like any screenshot of the episodes, the fashion is just so on point for Dara, which is like she's like the main lead, and every scene is kind of like visually stunning, right? So that's what's so great. And also I think that overall, in terms of acting, the characters play themselves really well. I don't think you ever feel like one person is out of another. Like initially you're kind of met with a little bit of skepticism, like for just Meet, or she goes by Jazz. She's just like another girl from Delhi. Like, is she gonna be able to like act well, because she doesn't have maybe like the star power look, but damn, like she really brings it. And then you're kind of carried away by all the different performances and how natural they are. So huge props. I mean, I love the writing. I just want more Indian content like that. More of that. Thanks.